Chapter 7. Adobe Photoshop CS 5.1. Topics covered. Introduction to Adobe Photoshop. Components of Photoshop window. Creating, saving and opening a Photoshop file. Working with Photoshop tools. Introduction to Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop is an image editing and photo retouching software developed and published by Adobe Inc. for Mac OS and Windows. It is one of the most commonly used software for creating graphics to be published in magazines, newspapers, book covers, brochures, websites, etc. Photoshop provides a wide variety of tools that enable users to create, enhance, or otherwise edit images, artwork, and illustrations. You can enhance the looks of a normal-looking person by changing the texture of the skin, remove aging effects, and so on. Adobe has released many different versions of Photoshop so far. In this chapter, you will learn to use Adobe Photoshop CS 5.1. Opening Adobe Photoshop. To start Adobe Flash, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click the Start button. The Start menu appears. Step 2. Click Adobe Master Collection CS 5.5 and then select Adobe Photoshop CS 5.1. The Adobe Photoshop window appears. Menu bar. Application bar. Options bar. Panels. Tools panel. Image window. Status bar. Components of Photoshop window. The Adobe Photoshop window comprises many parts as shown in the given figure. Components of Photoshop window. Let us learn the parts of the Photoshop window in brief. Menu bar. It is placed at the top of the Adobe Photoshop window and displays different menus, such as File, Edit, Image, Layer, Select, Filter, Analysis, 3D, View, Window and Help. Each menu contains several commands that are used for performing different functions. It also contains the Photoshop application icon on the extreme left corner of the window. Application bar. It is placed on the right side of the menu bar. It contains application controls, view controls, the workspace switcher and a button for accessing CS Live. The right-hand side of the application bar includes the control buttons, namely, minimize, maximize / restore down and close. Options bar. It displays several options related to the tool that is currently being used. This bar is context sensitive, that is, the options in the options bar change according to the tool selected from the Tools panel. Tools panel. The Tools panel contains various tools of Photoshop, which allow you to select, edit, paint, draw, move, erase and crop images. Panels. In addition to Tools panel, Photoshop window also displays some other panels on the right side. These panels help you monitor and change various properties of the image on which you are currently working. When the Photoshop window is opened, certain panels are displayed by default. However, you can add more panels as per your need, by selecting them from the window menu. Image window. The image window contains the image that you are working on. The multiple document windows are tabbed and in certain cases can be grouped or docked. Status bar. It is located at the bottom of the Adobe Photoshop window and displays information such current magnification level of the image, by default, 100%, file size, etc. Creating a new file. To create a new Photoshop image file, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click the File menu and then click New. The new dialog box appears. Step 2. Specify the following details in various text boxes. Personal Area Network, PAN. Personal Area Network, PAN. Enter the name of the file in the name text box. Photoshop assigns the name Untitled 1, Untitled 2, and so on. Enter width and height of the image in the width and height text boxes, respectively. You can choose different units of measurement such as pixels, inches, points or centimeters. Specify the resolution of the image, number of pixels to be displayed per unit, in the resolution text box. The higher the resolution, the better will be the quality of the image. Choose the desired color mode, RGB, bitmap, grayscale, CMYK color and lap color, from the color mode drop-down box. Choose the desired background, white, background color and transparent, from the background contents drop-down box. Step 3. Click OK. A new file is created with the specified settings. You can now use the tools and create your own drawing. Saving a Photoshop file. You can save your file in Photoshop in different file formats depending on your need. Photoshop supports various file formats such as PSD, BMP, JPEG, PNG, TIFF, and so on. You can choose any of the file formats. However, the default format of a Photoshop file is PSD. To save a file, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click the File menu and then click Save As. The Save As dialog box appears. Step 2. Select the location where you want to save the file from the Save In drop-down box. Step 3. Type a suitable name for the file in the File Name text box. Step 4. Select the appropriate file format for the file to be saved from the Format drop-down list. Step 5. Click the Save button. Opening an existing file. To open an existing Photoshop file, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click the File menu and then click Open. The Open dialog box appears. Step 2. Locate the folder in which your file is present. Step 3. Select the desired file and click the Open button. Alternatively, you can simply double-click on the desired file. Open dialog box. Selected file opened. Working with Photoshop tools. As stated earlier, the Tools panel of Photoshop contains a wide variety of tools which you can choose to work with images. You can select any tool from the Tools panel by clicking on its icon. Note that there is a small triangle at the lower right corner of some of the tool icons. This triangle indicates hidden tools. To view the hidden tools, follow either of the steps given below. Click and hold down the mouse button on the tool icon for a while. Right-clicking on the tool icon. A submenu appears showing the hidden tools. Tools panel with hidden tools. Move tool. Quick selection tool. Eyedropper tool. Brush tool. History brush tool. Gradient tool. Dodge tool. Horizontal type tool. Rectangle tool. 3D rotate camera tool. Zoom tool. Rectangular marquee tool. Crop tool. Spot healing brush tool. Clone stamp tool. Eraser tool. Blur tool. Pen tool. Path selection tool. 3D object rotate tool. Rotate view tool. The tools available in Photoshop are categorized into selection tools, drawing and painting tools, retouching tools and type tools. Let us discuss the selection, drawing and painting tools in this chapter. The retouching and type tools will be discussed in the next chapter. Selection tools. Selection tools are used to select an image or a part of it so as to perform cut, copy, edit or retouching operations on the selection. The various selection tools are discussed as follows. Marquee tools. The marquee tools are used to select the part of images in rectangular, square, elliptical or circular shape. Photoshop provides 4 marquee. Various marquee tools. Tools: rectangular marquee tool, elliptical marquee tool, single row marquee tool and single column marquee tool. To perform a selection using any of the marquee tools, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Select the desired marquee tool from the Tools panel. Step 2. Place the mouse pointer on the image and click and drag over the area of the image you want to select. A dotted box, or circle, appears around the selected part. This shows the part is selected. Selection using the rectangular marquee tool. Selection using the elliptical marquee tool. Lasso tools. The lasso tools are used to select the part of an image by drawing a freehand selection around it. Photoshop provides 3 types of lasso tools: lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool and magnetic lasso tool. To perform a selection using any of the lasso tools, follow the steps. Various lasso tools. Step 1. Select the desired lasso tool from the Tools panel. Step 2. Place the mouse pointer on the image and click once on any part of the image. Step 3. Drag the mouse around the edges of the images which is to be selected. Step 4. Release the mouse button when the selection is done. Selection using the lasso tool. Selection using the magnetic lasso tool. Quick selection tools. The tools in this category are used to quickly select the even areas, same color or texture, of an image. Photoshop provides 2 tools in this category: Quick Selection Tool and Magic Wand Tool. To perform a selection using any of the quick selection tools, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Select the desired quick selection tool from the Tools panel. Step 2. Place the mouse pointer on the image and click anywhere on the image. All the adjacent pixels with consistent colors get selected. Selection using the quick selection tool. Selection using the magic wand tool. Cropping an image. Photoshop provides the crop tool, which allows you to select only a specified area that you want to focus on and remove or hide the unwanted parts of the image. To crop an image using the crop tool, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Click the crop tool in the Tools panel. Step 2. Click the left mouse button and drag over the part of the image you want to keep after cropping. The area outside the cropped area becomes dark. Step 3. To complete the cropping process, press the Enter key on the keyboard. The image is cropped. Cropping the image. Cropped image. Moving an image. Once the image is selected using any of the selection tools, you can move it to a new location, either in the same image or in the new image using the Move tool, the very first tool in the Tools panel. To move the selected part of an image, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Select the part of the image or the entire image using any of the selection tools already discussed. Step 2. Select the Move tool from the Tools panel. Step 3. Click and drag the selected part of the image to the desired location, and release the mouse button. The selected part is moved to the new location. You can also use the Move tool to copy the selected part of the image in the same image or in another image. Image moved to the new location. To copy the selected part to the same image, press the Alt key while dragging the selected part. To copy the selected part to another image, click Edit Copy. Then open the image where you want to paste the selected image and click Edit Paste. Copying in the same image. Copying in the different image. Drawing tools. The drawing tools of Photoshop allow you to draw basic geometrical shapes such as rectangle, square, ellipse, circle, line, etc. You can also draw other predefined shapes such as arrow, heart, scissor, etc. Photoshop provides rectangle tool, rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool, line tool and custom shape. Step 1. Select the desired shape tool from the Tools panel. The options bar related to the selected tool appears. Options bar for the rectangle tool. Step 2. Click the color box on the options bar panel and select the desired color from the color picker dialog box that appears. Step 3. Select a style for the shape from the Style drop-down list on the Options bar. Step 4. If you want to draw a custom shape, then choose the desired predefined shape from the Shape drop-down list box on the option bar. Style drop-down list box. Shape drop-down list box. Step 5. Click and drag on the document to draw the selected shape. Painting tools. The painting tools allow you to apply or change the fill colors of an image. Let us learn some painting tools of Photoshop. Brush tool. The brush tool is used to apply colored soft brush strokes to the image. To use this tool, follow the steps given. Step 1. Select the brush tool. From the Tools panel, the options bar related to the brush tool appears. Drawing various shapes. Options bar related to brush tool. Step 2. Select the size and hardness of the brush from the brush preset picker on the options bar. Step 3. Specify the painting mode, normal, light or dark, from the mode drop-down list on the options bar. Step 4. Set the transparency of the brush strokes from the opacity option on the options bar. Step 5. Choose a specific color for the brush strokes by clicking the Set Foreground Color box on the Tools panel and then selecting the desired color from the Color Picker dialog box that appears. Step 6. Click and drag in the desired area of the image for creating brush strokes. Original image. After applying brush strokes. Color replacement tool. This tool is used to replace the original color of the image with the selected foreground color. To use the color replacement tool, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Open the image of which you want to change the color. Step 2. Click the Set Foreground Color box on the Tools panel and select the desired color from the Color Picker dialog box that appears. Step 3. Select the Color Replacement tool from the Tools panel. Step 5. Click and drag over the area of image you want to replace the color with the selected foreground color. Choosing the Color Replacement tool. Gradient tool. The Gradient tool is used to fill an area with a linear, radial, angular, reflected or diamond gradients. It is used to create a gradual blend between two or more colors. You can choose from preset gradient fills or create your own. To use the Gradient tool, follow the steps given below. Original color of the image. After changing the color. Step 1. Open an image in which you want to use the Gradient tool. Step 2. With the help of the Magic Wand tool, select the area of the sky. Step 3. Select the Gradient tool from the Tools panel. The options bar appears. Step 4. Select the desired gradient style from the Gradient Picker drop-down box. Selecting the area. Choosing the Color Replacement tool. Gradient style. Step 5. Select the desired gradient type, linear, radial, angle, reflected or diamond. Step 6. Click and drag in the area on the image where you apply the gradient fill. Gradient fill applied. Paint bucket tool. The paint bucket tool is used to fill an image or part of it with different solid colors. To use this tool, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Open an image in which you want to use the paint bucket tool. Step 2. With the help of the Magic Wand tool, select the desired area. Step 3. Select the paint bucket tool from the Tools panel. The options bar appears. Step 4. Click on the Set Foreground Color box and choose the desired color from the Color Picker dialog box that appears. Step 5. Click on the selected area of the image. The color is filled inside the area. Selecting the Paint Bucket tool. Color Picker dialog box. Fill color applied.